Before you proceed, here's a serious warning. Watch your own risk. This is not just another crime story. This case is extremely disturbing and stands as one of the biggest unsolved cases in modern history. For years, over 240,000 officers have poured their time into this investigation. Nearly 12,000 pieces of evidence have been collected, all pointing toward one elusive killer. It all began on December 30th. A worried mother named Haruko picked up the phone to call her daughter Yasuko, but no matter how many times she tried, she could not reach her. Haruko had been taking care of Yasuko's young children, but on that fateful day, Yasuko had not dropped the kids off as usual, and she wasn't answering any calls. A deep sense of worry began to grow, so Haruko decided to go to her daughter's house and check on her. When she arrived, everything outside looked completely normal. The house stood quiet, just like any other day. She rang the doorbell, expecting Yasuko to come running out to greet her, but there was only silence. To her shock, when she tried the door, it wasn't locked. She slowly pushed it open and stepped inside. The house was dark, eerily quiet. The moment she turned on the lights, what she saw was something no parent should ever have to witness. It was unimaginable. The Miyazawa family. Mikio Miyazawa lived with his wife, Yasuko Miyazawa, and their two beautiful children, 8-year-old Nina and 6-year-old Rei. They lived in a peaceful neighborhood in Setagaya, Tokyo, right near a local skate park. It was the kind of quiet suburban area where residents felt safe, where serious crimes were almost unheard of. Yasuko worked as a cram school teacher, dedicated to her students. Mikio worked in theater and advertising-related fields. He was known by neighbors as a quiet, hard-working family man, the type who went to work every day and came straight back home. The family rarely went out for leisure because both parents were always busy with work. From the outside looking in, they appeared to be the perfect family, the kind anyone would dream of having. December 30th, 2000, 11:30 p.m. The Miyazawa family was inside their home, relaxing after a normal day. That's when an unknown intruder silently climbed over the fence, stepped onto the air conditioning unit, and carefully removed the safety screen from the second-floor bathroom window. He slipped inside the house like a shadow. His first stop was the bedroom of 6-year-old Rei. The little boy was fast asleep, lying peacefully in his bed, completely unaware that evil had entered their home. Downstairs on the ground floor, Mikio was still awake, quietly working on his computer. The killer attacked little Rei with his bare hands, strangling him. The struggle made some noise, enough to alert Mikio. Mikio immediately ran up the stairs, charging toward the intruder. A violent fight broke out between the two men. At first, Mikio managed to overpower the killer, but the intruder pulled out a knife and stabbed Mikio in the head. The knife broke during the attack, with a piece remaining lodged in Mikio's skull. In that same moment, both the father and his young son were killed. The killer continued his rampage. He moved to the top floor, where Yasuko and Nina were sleeping. They had no idea what had just happened downstairs. He attacked young Nina first. Her mother, Yasuko, suddenly woke up, desperately trying to push the killer away, but he pulled out a second knife and stabbed her. Little Nina was forced to watch her mother bleeding out on the floor, knowing that she would be next. The terror in that room must have been unbearable. Well, what makes this case even more chilling is what the killer did after murdering the entire family. He didn't run, he didn't panic. Instead, he casually walked to the kitchen, opened the fridge, and started eating their food. According to detailed police reports, say that this killer stayed inside the house for anywhere between 2 to 10 hours. He used the family's computer to watch movies, drank 4 bottles of barley tea, ate melon, and 4 ice creams from the freezer, He even used the family toilet and then laid down on the sofa and took a nap. This was not a quick crime of passion. This was cold, calculated, and unbelievably confident. Haruko returned to the house. What she discovered was a scene of absolute horror. Blood was spattered everywhere. She found Mikio and young Rei dead, then rushed upstairs, only to find her daughter Yasuko and granddaughter Nina also brutally murdered. Completely horrified and in shock, she ran out of the house, screaming at the top of her lungs. Neighbors heard her cries and immediately called the police. The Tokyo Police Department responded instantly. They found Haruko standing in front of the house, crying and screaming uncontrollably. Armed officers carefully entered the house and discovered the 4 bodies. The news of this brutal crime spread like wildfire across Japan. Soon, the entire area was swarming with special forces and media crews, all asking the same horrifying question. Why would anyone slaughter an innocent family like this? As investigators searched the house, they tried to find any possible motive. The family had kept their life savings inside the home, but only around 10,000 yen was taken. Much more money was left untouched, suggesting robbery was not the main goal. But here's where it gets truly shocking. The killer left behind many of his own personal items, almost as if he was taunting the police. A gray jacket, a dark sweatshirt, a scarf, a hat, gloves, and 2 handkerchiefs. Even more disturbing. He used the toilet and deliberately didn't flush, leaving his feces behind. This level of confidence suggested he believed he would never be caught. DNA reveals a shocking clue. But it didn't match any known criminal records, however. Advanced analysis revealed something unexpected. His mother was likely a foreigner from southern Europe, while his father was Asian, strongly pointing toward the killer being of Korean descent. Leaders also found unidentified blood at the scene, proving Mikio had fought back and injured the killer badly. They rushed to check nearby hospitals, but the lead quickly went cold. Using clothing sizes, shoe prints, and DNA, police built a profile. The killer was around 5'7", thin and lean, but incredibly strong and combat trained. One of the strangest items left behind was a bag filled with sand. Forensic analysis showed it came from the Nevada desert, Edwards Air Base, and also matched sand from the skate park right next to the crime scene. This discovery fueled major theories, especially that the killer was a highly trained military man. His raw power and calm behavior supported this idea. Over 240,000 officers worked this case. More than 12,000 pieces of evidence were gathered. Door-to-door DNA collection was done across the area, but nothing worked. To this day, the case remains completely unsolved. Every single year on December 30th, police officers gather at the site and renew their vow to catch the killer. He is believed to be in his 50s now, still walking free. This case is unique because it has so much physical evidence. Yet the killer vanished like a ghost. He acted with such casual confidence inside the home, as if he knew he would get away with it. Who do you think this killer really was? Will the Miyazawa family ever receive justice? Subscribe for more true crime documentaries.